midnight and I was sat at my desk working when I heard an ear-piercing sound coming from my mobile phone. I dashed to the bed, picked up my phone and noticed it was an emergency alert in Japanese. Obviously at that point I thought, what the hell is going on? I took a copy of the alert, I went into Google Translate and I was told that it was an early warning for an earthquake and to expect strong tremors. So obviously at that point I had no idea what to do. I didn't feel any tremors, the night went on with no problems, but the next day I made sure that I read up on what I should be doing if a early warning comes in about earthquakes, because honestly I had no idea at all. I know my mum likes these koi catfish, so I thought I would capture them in this little pond here. Okay, I have been incredibly naughty and got myself some ice cream bread. It's matcha ice cream in a bread cake. I'm interested to know what the robe and the hat is on for, these sculptures. Anybody knows, please let me know. I have visited Tokyo twice now, and I would say that my favourite time to come is during the spring. The flowers are blossoming, and if you come during the cherry blossom season, well, that's a complete bonus. This time of the year the flowers are kind of dead, the trees are just, everything's green. It's not the best time of the year to come if you like to see colour. That's just something to bear in mind. It's a personal preference, just a personal opinion about the best time to come to Tokyo. As a remote worker here in Tokyo in Japan, the biggest challenge is definitely the language barrier. Very few people speak English. You will find yourself nodding your head quite a bit and moving your hands around and trying to give some identification of what you are trying to say, like flapping your arms like a chicken. Yes, that happened. We will not talk about it. Let's move on. What I love about Tokyo is that despite all of the hustle and bustle, you can find locations like this where it's quiet and tranquil. Wherever you go in Tokyo, you will find vending machines everywhere, and a lot of restaurants you have to order your food through a machine. You choose the food that you want to eat and then you sit down and you are served your food once you give the ticket to the waiter. Takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's a culture shock, and that's what I love about coming to Tokyo. It takes me out of my comfort zone as a traveller and remote worker. I have to say that Tokyo has some of my favourite parks in the world. One of the biggest downsides for living and working remotely in Tokyo is the Wi-Fi. In a lot of the coffee shops, especially the big chains, the Wi-Fi is unreliable and very slow. I suspect that's probably because the amount of people that are using those connections. In public spaces and the subway, where it's a little bit quieter, the internet connection is perfect and reliable, but as a remote worker, those are not places that I can work in. So I'm having to spend a lot of my working time in my apartment, which is a little bit cabin feverish. You want to get out and experience the place you are in, and working in cafes is a great way to do that, and also to meet people. So it's definitely a downside for coming here as a remote worker. The other side is obviously the cost of living. Tokyo is one of the most expensive cities in the world, and as much as it is beautiful, if you are traveling and working remotely on a budget, then it's not the best place to come to. That said, would I return back to Tokyo in the future? 100% yes. I love it here. I love the public spaces and the parks. I love the quirkiness of the place. I love the food, which we're going to be going into much more detail next week. We're going to be doing much more exploring, sharing a little bit more of Tokyo with you all. Something that I forgot to add there, I actually have an unlocked MiFi unit, and I can use Japanese SIM cards in it. It's unlocked. I've been told by a few people now that when they arrive at the airport, that they are told that they have to rent a MiFi unit because theirs from home doesn't work. I think that's untrue. And to be honest, I would definitely purchase an unlocked MiFi. They're about £75 and worth every penny, because that has saved me on numerous occasions since my apartment is shared internet and it's not the most reliable. I tell ya, them damn crows are stalking me. Tokyo is a very cycle-friendly city, and you'll find bicycle parking, bicycle lanes. So if you're a cyclist, you'll love this city. Next episode, I'm going to be talking about the cost of living here in Tokyo as a remote worker, so keep a lookout for that coming soon. Until next time, travel safe and take care.